Hello, I'm Dr. David Allen, and I want to talk to you today about croup. Now, since you're watching this video, I assume your child or a friend's child or a relative of yours has been diagnosed with croup. Croup is an infection of the windpipe. It's usually caused by a virus, and it starts out in the middle of the night often in an otherwise normal child. He may have gone to bed that night absolutely well, no cold symptoms, no fever. Then he wakes up at 2 o'clock in the morning with this very distinctive cough. It sounds sort of like a seal barking or a dog barking. And he may even develop some difficulty breathing where he's just sort of every time he breathes. And it's really scary to see your child do that. Let me show you what happens, why this happens. If this is our windpipe coming down, and it divides into the lungs, croup is an infection that occurs in the windpipe up here. It causes the lining of the windpipe to swell. When that lining swells, it causes them to have difficulty getting air in, so they're when they breathe. It also causes that barky type cough. Our goal in treating croup is to get rid of the swelling in here. Now, antibiotics don't help this. This is caused by a virus. There are two types of germs that infect our children, viruses and bacteria. Well, a virus does not respond to antibiotics. That's why colds don't respond to antibiotics. Croup doesn't respond to antibiotics. There are very rare instances where a bacteria may be involved in this, and your doctor will start some antibiotics. But the vast majority of the time, it's a virus, and it causes swelling in here. Well, what do we do about that? Well, the first thing that I'll do when I get a call in the middle of the night is to tell parents to take their child outside. The coolness and moisture of the night air decreases the swelling that's in the windpipe. I'll get a call in the middle of the night and the child will be crouping in the background, and I'll say, go sit on the porch for 15 or 20 minutes. If he does not get better, then meet me at the emergency room. Well, 99% of the time, that child gets better. It's absolutely amazing. He'll just be having major difficulty breathing, and then the swelling will shrink, and he'll be all better. Occasionally, taking him outside doesn't work, and he does have to go to the emergency room for some care there. Children will come to my office sometimes the next day, and I'll see them, and they will be sounding croupy when they cough, but they won't be having that noise when they breathe in. The noise when they breathe in is something called stridor. Children who have stridor have a significant amount of croup. Those children need to be placed on a steroid. Now, a steroid is a medicine that fights inflammation. We think of this as inflammation. The tissue is swollen, it's red, it's inflamed. So we use a steroid. The steroid decreases the swelling in there and makes them better. These steroids are perfectly safe to use. We only use them for 3 or 4 days, then we stop. It's not some of the terrible steroids that people use in bodybuilding and that sort of thing. This is a safe medicine to use for this problem. Usually the croupy sound lasts 2 days. The first 2 nights are usually the worst nights. Then the cough changes to a more productive cough. You can expect your child's croupy cough to become more productive after a couple of days and may stay with him for as long as a week or more. You can use cough medicines, expectorants, when they're getting that type of cough. But initially, it's the steroids that decrease the swelling. You can also use a cool mist humidifier in the room at night. That helps shrink the swelling just like going outside does. Now, if your child's one of those rare children who starts crouping during the middle of the day, one of the best things to do is take him into the shower. Go into the shower, turn on the cold water, and both of you stand over in the corner of the shower away from it. The cool, moist air will decrease the swelling in the windpipe. I like using the cool, moist air better than steaming up the bathroom with hot air, hot moisture. The cool moisture works better for this. Fortunately, croup is something that just goes away in a few days. You don't have to put them on any strong antibiotics. It just goes away on its own. If your child is having difficulty breathing, call your doctor. If he's making that noise, call your doctor. It's very important that you get in touch with someone and talk to them about this. Don't just assume that everything I'm saying here is all you need to do. If your child's making noise breathing, you call your doctor right away and let your doctor decide what he needs to do. Croup is a very common illness, and the overwhelming majority of the time, everything turns out fine. So my best to your family, and give your kids a hug tonight.